So this is what is the course? What is the course right now? Why are you being this meeting? What is the course now? Nobody knows the course name?
Micro and macroeconomics.
Sorry?
Micro and macroeconomics.
What is the full course name? Nobody knows? Yes? Anyone? You don't know the course name till you are studying?
Economic discipline of agricultural engineering. Economics.
Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
So which department is offering this course? Okay, so
Agricultural economy.
okay, good. So good afternoon once again. My name is Linoja. I'm working as an assistant lecturer under the Department of Agricultural Economics. So this is one from today, Wednesday 1 to 2 is which course usually you are having on the Tuesdays, Wednesdays and the Fridays, right? So due to some meetings, usually who is the lecturer is responsible for this course? You don't know?
Surya Kumar sir.
Yes, Dr. Surya Kumar sir is responsible. As he is unable to attend this lecture, today I am going to have that one, right? So I think this is our first meeting today because as you are new batch, right? So we don't have any introduction. So that's why I asked. And this course is Principles of Micro and Macroeconomics. You didn't know? Have you heard this?
Yes, ma'am.
I think already. Yes, tell me. Okay, so already you have your orientation program and you will be having the handbook. This time the curriculum was changed, right? Because your seniors studying another subjects. That is a different subject in the first semester. This time you are studying some kind of difference. Some differences in the course, time to time we have to update the things, right? So for that purpose this course have changed. Usually in the first semester there is a course named Principles of Microeconomics, right? But this time they have changed the course as Principles of Micro and Macroeconomics. So this is how many credit this course?
3, ma'am.
Yes, it is a 3 credit course. Usually, that is a 2 credit course. Already, your seniors are studying. That one is a 2 credit, but this is a 3 credit course, right? Only one course is offered by Department of Agricultural Economics for the first semester, right? This is the same course that is continued by Dr. Surya Kumar sir. I am going to start a new chapter. So I want to know how far you were. What are the chapters you have already covered? What are the major topics you have covered until now? Yes, anyone?
The cost of production.
Cost of production? Only cost of production?
Consumer behavior.
Consumer behavior? What else?
Demand supply.
Demand supply?
Limits, alternatives and choices.
Sorry?
limits, alternatives, and choices.
Okay, limits, alternatives. So what else? Elasticity, have you
Yes.
studied? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Elasticity. Yes. So these are the things you have already covered. And these are the microeconomics part, right? And other than these, there are some more chapters. Like today, I'm going to start this pure competition and some 3 more chapters. After that, macroeconomic part. First of all, whenever you are going to study, you have to know what course I am studying in under which department, and then you have to know what is the credit of that course. The credit means that is the weight of that course. So if it is a 3 credit course, you will have some um, the GPA system. You will have a big amount of credits in the GPA. If it is a 2 credit, that is comparatively less than the 3 credit. Then 1 credit course also available. But some courses are that is non-credit courses, right? They don't affect the GPA, but you have to pass that courses, right? So as you are first year students, you are not enrolled in the physical environment of our faculty. Even though you have to know these type of things, how to face in the examination and how you want to study the things, right? These things some things you can collect from your seniors, something you can collect from the lecturers or whatever they are saying. You can grab some techniques, right? So from that you can study, because nowadays the learning environment is changing, right? Up to now there is a traditional way of studying we have studied, and we have the examinations in the physical nature. But nowadays that was really changed. For your batch, this was totally changed. The way of studying, the way of attending the examinations, assignments, everything will change. So you have to update and you have to find out the techniques, time management, those things, right? So this is enough for an introduction to this course. I think you will be having. If you have any doubts, you can go through with the handbook, right? You have the handbook and you will be having the things. What are the important things under this course, right? So shall we start? So before going to start, you have to tell me whether I am fast or okay, or make a small comment. So if you have any doubt or anything, you can make a comment. If you feel shy or hesitate to talk, otherwise you can talk in the mic. That is always welcome. Right? Shall we start?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Because it is a 1 hour course, so we have to go through, right? So today we are going to start. I don't know where you are and what is your knowledge on the economics in the before part. Right now I am starting a new chapter, right? So I don't know how you are, and I don't know any one of you. Only your representative. Only I know as a mediator. Others I don't know who you are and everything. So how many people totally you were?
143.
143. What is the maximum number attending the lectures every day averagely?
130 to 135.
Okay, so 5 or 6 people missing. So it is important to attend every lectures. Your attendance is must, right? I know it is very difficult to continue lectures every day in the phones or laptops, but this is your situation. You have to do, right? Okay. So today we are going to study about the market structures. So this is something about the markets. So market things you already know daily, day to day, you know. So under the market structure, there are many types, many categories of markets are available. So first of all, we are going to study about the pure competition market, right? Pure competitive market, or you can say this as perfectly competitive market. Pure and perfect here are the same meaning, right? Pure competitive market or perfectly competitive market. So whenever having your lectures, try to take your notes, right? The slides will be uploaded, but the extra things or the something that is you need to understand, those things you can take notes. Then it will be helpful for you. And sometimes some lecturers or teachers, they will be saying this will be important or this will be coming for your examination. Like that, you have to note those things. Then it will be easy for you to study, because at the end of the semester you will be having many courses, many type of things, right? Every courses were different, so you need to study a bulk of things, so it is a helpful thing for you. So in this chapter we are going to study something. The chapter objectives means we are going to study these type of things. First of all, the 4 market models, basic market models or market structures. There are 4 markets we are going to study. Conditions for the pure competition. So I told pure competitive market is one of the market structures. So we have to study what are the conditions. So what kind of things that are needed for a market that being a pure competitive market, right? Then after we need to know if there is a market, the ultimate objective or target or goal of a market is always profit maximization, right? So profit maximization for the competitive firms. Then the competitive firm supply curve. You already have studied about the supply, demand related things. So it will be easy for you to understand how a competitive firm supply curve, right? Then industry entry and exit, right? One by one we will be studying, then you will be understand what is this. Then industry cost structure, how the cost structure will be. Finally, the economic efficiency. Efficiency means you have to find whether the market is running in a good way or if it is running in a loss, or you have to make an analysis of it, right? So first of all, I'm asking, what are the types of markets you know? What kind of examples? Let me tell some examples of markets you know. I heard that this batch is very active batch and you are discussing without hesitation, but I didn't seem like that. Okay, monopoly market. I'm asking not this market structure. Examples of market you know.
Local market.
Local market means? Yeah, tell me. 130 people, 29 people, 129 people. You have 129 ideas. You can share with me. Examples of markets.
Online market. Websites.
Sorry?
Online markets.
Online markets, okay. What else?
Supermarket.
Supermarkets, yeah. What else? You forgot the basic market, right?
Yeah.
Share markets, okay. Clothes, okay. When you were a child, which is the thing you consider as a market? Related to our field? Yeah, tell me.
Shop.
Yeah, shops, okay. Nobody captured my idea.
Yeah. Garden.
Sorry?
Garden.
Yeah. Garden is a market.
And you ask about our area market.
Yeah, the vegetable markets, fish markets, usually.
Markets. Tinaveli market.
Yeah, whatever the place, vegetable markets that's near to our house, or yeah, the fair, right? Of course, your examples are correct, but I'm asking the thing that is what initially we started to tell, right? Markets, our vegetable markets, or fruit market, or fish market, whatever the markets, right? Good. So now you have an idea, right? Supermarkets, different types of markets. You are telling about the monopoly, those things are market structures, right? Or market models, you can say. What I want to say here is, these are the 4 types of market models. Already I have told, right? 4 models. First one is pure competitive model, or they can call it as a perfect competitive model. Second one, pure monopoly, right? We will see one by one later. Monopolistic competition, right? Third one. And oligopoly market. So pure competition, pure monopoly, monopolistic competition, oligopoly. These are the 4 types of market models. Here we see a word that pure competition or perfect competition. You know, the perfect competition meaning there is a 100% of competition among that market, right? Perfect competition means. So that it start with a pure competitive market. And when you see this arrow mark, the degree of competition is going less. Monopolistic competition, oligopoly, pure monopoly order. The imperfection is starting here. Here there is 100% of competition. After that, the competition, degree of competition or the amount of competition is going to be reduced, right? We will see how this will be reduced in every type of market, because in this chapter we are going to study about the pure competition. After that we will be studying every structure, monopoly, monopolistic, oligopoly, like that we will be studying, right? So first of all, we can see about a pure competitive market and their characters, right? So the questions will be appear like this. Features of the competitive market, or what are the things usually available, like that. So for the easy understanding, I can say the example for this pure competitive market is an agricultural market, right? But agricultural market is not equal to pure competitive. In the world, there is no any pure competitive market is exist. Yes, the monopoly is the lowest in the competition. Yeah. Okay, so agricultural markets are not the pure competitive market, but if you want to say an example, most of the characters of agriculture market resembles the features of pure competition. Have you understand what I am saying? That is not same, but most of the time, most characters are same like pure competitive. Because in the naturally there is no any market that is pure competitive, right? That is a kind of standard. Have you understood what I am saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, right? So, but you can say it as an example, because 90% of the characters are same for the agricultural market, but not that same. But if they ask as example, you can write agricultural market is an example. Our vegetable markets or fruit markets, whatever. So in this market, very large number of people, right? The people will be there. Many buyers, many sellers. You can see. If it is an agriculture market, many people will come and sell, and many people will come and buy. There are a lot of people, right? When compared to the other markets, there are a lot of people. And standardized products. So standardized products means there is a product that is having homogeneous. Homogeneous means same type of products. Say for example, if it is a brinjal, every farmer is having the brinjal. There is no any differentiated product. Maybe you can have some varieties of brinjal. Maybe a you know the varieties, right? Maybe you will be studying later in the vegetable production, right? Like that you will be having every crop there is a variety, right? So you can have that one. But the brinjal is the same brinjal for every farmer. The product is same, right? That is the standardized product, homogeneous product, we can say. Other thing is the price takers. What is the meaning of price takers? So price takers means in this market, normally we can't fix the prices, right? We can't fix. Only the supply and demand of the good is going to fix the prices, right? The amount of supply and amount of demand that is going to fix. You know, the equilibrium market condition that is brought out by the intervention of the demand and the supply curve, right? I think you have already studied in the starting demand supply that is going to fix the equilibrium value, right? So this two forces, the demand force and the market force, is called as the the demand and the supply curve, that is called as the market forces, because those are the things going to fix the prices, demand and the supply in these markets, right? So price takers. Then free entry and exit means you can enter, you can exit, come and go without any much restriction. You will be having certain restriction in the markets, some permissions you want to get, some kind of procedures you have to cover. Otherwise, you don't have any entry or exit barriers. You can entry with free and exit. Free means not the zero cost. That means freely, right? Freely you can enter and freely you can exit. So it is a kind of easiness. Then you will be having a perfectly elastic demand curve. That one I will explain in the later slides, right? So the features of the competitive market you should know. And the price I will tell. So what you have to do is, everyone, you can, first of all, you have to write down this one, right? Make a chart, right? So make a chart of it, firm's demand schedule, right? Everyone please write firm's demand schedule and put the price, that is $131, and the QD, that means the quantity demanded, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. And then you have to put another chart, right? Another column, firm's revenue data. Like that, please make a chart and let me know. Quickly make a chart, right? Finished?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So you have to put this and this. Then what you have to find out is the total revenue. So how can you find out the total revenue? Have you studied about this?
By multiplying the price by quantity.
Sorry, price?
Quantity by the quantity demand.
Price into quantity demanded, right? So please find out the total revenue for each prices. Find out, you have to multiply, right? So you will be getting the total revenue. So due to the time limitation, I'm passing, right? So you will be getting a total revenue, right? Here, so the total revenue is you have to find out by multiplying the price value into quantity demanded. Then you will be get TR. So if you have some doubt, you can mark this as total revenue, right? Whatever the notes you want, you can take out because everything is not available in the slide. So you can take out in your own way. So 131 into 0, 131 into 1, like that, you have to get the value of total revenue for each quantity demanded. Then please find out the marginal revenue. How you can find out the marginal revenue? MR, marginal revenue, how can you find out? How to find out the marginal revenue? Have you studied?
TR over Q.
AR? Sorry. So marginal revenue, how you want to find out is that is the additional quantity for the next value, right? One more additional quantity. See the difference in the total revenue, $131. Then 131 and 262, again 131. Like that, the marginal revenue is same for the whole quantity demanded. Have you find out that one? Each additional value from the last value, right? 131. The difference between, or you can say the difference between the first total revenue and the second total revenue. Then second and third, like that you have to note. So you'll be getting a marginal revenue value of $131. When you see these values, what are the things unchanged or constant value here? Price, quantity, total revenue, marginal revenue.
Price and marginal.
Price and
Marginal revenue.
everyone understood. Price and marginal revenue, both are not changing, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So what about the average revenue? How can you find out the average revenue?
Same
How can-
marginal. Same average revenue.
No, I'm asking, how can you find out the average revenue?
Total revenue divided by quantity.
Quantity demanded. So these things are not available. You can note it out, right? Because for the further calculation, you will be know. You want these things. So average revenue you can find out by total revenue divided by the quantity demanded. So what is the value for the first one? Average revenue. What is the value of average revenue for the zero value? Sorry? Can anyone tell me the average revenue values in the order? You didn't understand or understood?
First one 0, ma'am. Second 131.
Then
131.
131 is same, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You can check the value, the total revenue over quantity. So first time, that means for the 0, you will be getting 0. After that, you will be getting the 131 same. So here, the price, marginal revenue and average revenue was same, right? Constant value. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, right? Everyone understood. So these are the decisions we can take out from this chart. Then we are going to mark this in the graph. So make a graph of like this. No need to mark every points. Just for an understanding here, every points were marked. Here you can see what is the x coordinate, that is x coordinate. Usually whenever you are going to draw a graph in the economics, you will be having the x coordinate, that is quantity, and the y coordinate, that is price. Remember these things, right? Sometimes you will be drawing in the vice versa, quantity price, price quantity, there is a confusion. So x axis is quantity and y axis is price. Here we are going to draw specially for the quantity demanded, right? Quantity demanded means how much of amount people are demanding in the pure competitive market, right? Or sold, how much sold, that is x axis. And the price and revenue, revenue means price into quantity, how much of amount of goods we sold, that is the amount of good, into price, that is revenue. So if you have doubt, please mark what is total revenue, what is marginal revenue, and what is average revenue. Those things you have to know, right? Then you have to denote everything in the graph. First of all, you know the price, marginal revenue, and the average revenue are the same, $131, right? $131. So you have to mark. And then you need to mark the total revenue. That is, that is having certain values, right? 131, 262, 339. Likewise, you have to note for the for the zero amount, that is 0. Then for the 131. Then for the 2, 262. And 3, 393. Likewise, you have to plot, and you will be getting a continuous graph. Okay, I will explain again. Yeah, that's why I am asking, because if there is a batch, there is 50%, you will be understanding very clearly, but some people, they will be having some language problem, right? So if you have any issues, you can make a message. I will again explain, right? So first of all, I finish this one. So you will be having a total revenue curve like this. Everybody understood this one? The curve, right? So usually this is the price, right? This is price 131, and the quantity demanded is this value 0, 1, 2, 3. So then total revenue, you can find out the total revenue by multiplying P into QD, price into quantity demanded. If you want, you can note it out. Price into quantity demanded, that is total revenue. You will be getting the total revenue. You can check it out. $131 into 0, 0. $131 into 1, 131. 131 into 2, 262. Likewise, you will be getting the values by multiplying price into quantity demanded. Then marginal revenue, that is the additional, one more additional value of the previous one. Or you can say the difference between the two successive values, right? Two successive values, 131 to 162, that is 131. Then next two values everything will be correlated. The market things will become in the demand and supply also. So once again, please go through with that notes and you will be getting clear idea of what is demand and supply. If you understand the demand and supply only, you will be understand these things because that is the basic. That's why you studied in the start. So market demand and supply is going to fix the prices in the pure competitive market, right? Automatically fixes. When there is a shortage in the supply, for example, in a vegetable market, there is a higher supply of pumpkin. If there is a higher supply of pumpkin, you can imagine the curve of the supply curve will be shifted to the right side, supply increasing. So the prices and the demand will be normally same, right? The demand for the pumpkin is not increasing. That is usually same. So the equilibrium value will be lower. That's why the prices of the pumpkin will be low during the during the harvesting season or during the huge production seasons, right? These are some other things you will be studying later and later on years. That is the shifting idea. I think you have studied these shifting things also. Am I right? Shifting of this demand curve, shifting of supply curve, what happened for the equilibrium, those things have you studied? Yes or no or any? Yes, right? I think yes, because these are basic things. So again, please go through with the demand and supply curve. Sometimes at the time of studying, you may didn't understand. Now you can read it out and you will be get an idea, right? How they are shifting those things. I hope that everyone understood these things. So we are getting into another thing, that is so short run profit maximization. Here in the markets, usually whatever the market, their objective or what they are running is only for the profit maximization, right? That is their ultimate goal. Whatever the thing happen, we have to make a profit of the business, right? So here we are going to divide into two categories: short run profit maximization and long run profit maximization. Two things. Short run means the word itself saying short run. For a short period, how the business is going, how the industry, will it make a profit or not, like that. Long run means for a longer period, right? The shorter period and the longer period may differ for every organization or every markets. Sometimes some people say 1 week as a shorter period, 1 month as a longer period. Some people say 1 month as shorter period and 1 year as a longer period. Have you understand? The degree of shorter and longer, that depends on the market people. But in the common term, we will be saying the short run profit maximization and the long term profit maximization, right? So the market price is given, the price will be given, and we need to ask this question: should the product be produced? So on that situation, in the short run profit maximization, do we need to produce that one? If we producing, in which amount, and it is a economic profit or loss, right? In the profit maximizing condition, in every market we are having some condition to maximize the profit, right? If we satisfy that kind of condition only, we can get the profit. Otherwise we will be falling in the loss. This profit maximization is a condition. Whenever we are filling or satisfying the profit maximization condition, we will be getting, sometimes we will be getting the profit, sometimes we will be getting the loss, right? We need to get maybe an economic profit, maybe an economic loss. So in this pure competitive market, there are two approaches for the profit maximizing condition. We can look this way or we can look this way, right? We have to look in both ways. We have to know, right? One is the total revenue and total cost approach. This is the first approach, total revenue and total cost approach. Second approach is the marginal revenue and marginal cost approach, right? Marginal revenue, marginal cost. Sometimes in the calculations or in the slides, they will be using only the abbreviation that total revenue, total cost means TRTC. And in the marginal revenue, marginal cost, they will be using MRMC. So in the first approach, total revenue and total cost approach, produced where total revenue minus total cost is greatest. This is the condition you have to note. This is the condition in this approach. In the total revenue, total cost approach, they are using whenever the total revenue, total cost difference in the total revenue between total revenue and total cost is great, then we will be saying that profit maximizing condition. Second approach, marginal revenue and marginal cost approach. In this approach, whenever we are saying is produce where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Whenever the condition the marginal revenue is equal to the marginal cost, then that will be profit maximizing situation. These are the two approach, right? Please note down this approach. Two approaches you can shortly note down. No need to copy the slides. Simple things. Whatever you understanding, just write down. No need to copy for everything in the slides. Right? There are two approaches. One is total revenue, total cost approach. Second one is the marginal revenue, marginal cost approach. Under the first approach, this is the condition. The difference between the total revenue and total cost is greatest. In the second approach, where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Right? Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay. First approach is total revenue, total cost approach. For that, quickly mark down this one. Total output. Output 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 10. Just write down this one. Then total fixed cost. You know the fixed cost that will be not changing. Right? Fixed cost. The cost incurred from the fixed resources in a business. Right? Fixed, something are fixed. Like buildings or some machineries. Those are fixed costs. Right? The cost incurred are fixed. Always same for any amount. Say, for example, if we are producing 1 kilo of sugar, we need some kind of machinery. We need some kind of a building, right? Operating system like that we need, right? But that is a fixed cost. That is needed for the 1 kilo. Then for the 2 kilo also, same machinery, same building is going to be used. For the 3 kilo, 4 kilo, up to certain, we will be using that. So that is a fixed cost, right? That is, those are fixed. The buildings or machinery or some, those kind of things are fixed, right? Write down this one. Total fixed cost is $100. Normally these slides were from the other country slides, so that's why the dollar values. The thing is, you have to understand what is it, dollar or rupees, that is no matter. So then total variable cost. This is variable cost. Variable cost means that is something variable, not the fixed things. So for producing the sugar, you need the sugar cane, right? If it is sugar cane, you need some sugar cane for the first kilo. For the second kilo, you need some additional sugar cane, right? In order to produce the sugar. For the third kilo, you need additional. Likewise, some things that are variable things. The amount of sugar cane and some raw materials for the production are variable. So the cost incurred for those variable things are called as the total variable cost, right? So for that, the values may change. 90, 170, please mark these values. Have you finished?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then what you have to find out, please find out the total cost. Total cost means total fixed cost plus total variable cost. Total fixed cost plus total variable cost. You will be getting total cost. So you need to add 100 with this value, total variable cost. 100 plus 0, 100, 100 plus 90, 190, 270, 340, 400, 470, 550, like that you will be getting, right? Okay, you have to add both these values. Then what you have to find out is the price and the total revenue. So they have given that price is 131, right? 131. Price is a constant value. Then you can find out the total revenue. That is your quantity into price. Price into quantity, right? 131 into 0, that is 0. 131 into 1, that is 131. Likewise, this one already you have calculated, right? So this is total revenue. Is it okay? Total revenue. Those who have problem, please let me know. Then you can find out the profit. How can you find out the profit or loss? What is the way you are going to use?
Difference between total revenue and total cost.
Total cost, good. So that is the condition, right, in this approach. Total revenue, total cost approach. The condition is which value having the greatest difference between the total revenue and total cost. First of all, find out this profit or loss. Sometimes you will be having a plus value, sometimes you will be having a negative value. So find out that one. Have you find? Yes. Total variable cost we cannot find. They will be giving, right? They will be give the value, variable cost value. We can't find out. You know, for a business, we can't find out that one. That is a data, right? How much of variable cost incurred, how much of fixed cost incurred, price, quantity, those are data. Those one we can't find out. But total cost, total revenue, profit, these things we can find out from the data, right? Yes, okay. Total, not total fixed cost. What you're asking is why the total fixed cost adding to all quantity value. No, total, not the total fixed cost. Total cost is get by the addition of total fixed cost plus total variable cost. Right? 100 plus 170 is equal to 270, like that. Right?
Thank you.
Sorry?
Thank you, madam.
Okay. So, okay. Have you got these values, the differences,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So your condition is total revenue minus total cost, where that is greatest. So where that is greatest is, so here you can see total revenue minus total cost minus 100, 131 minus 190 is minus 59. Likewise, you have to go. Normally, you can skip these values because they are negative values. Then in the positive value also, you can't find that the last one is the greatest one. That is a wrong approach, because for a certain limit it will be increasing profit, then after again it is going to reduce. So you see the ninth quantity, at the ninth quantity only profit maximizing. So the company or the firm or the business organization, they should not produce for high amount. They have to look for a profit maximizing quantity. That is the importance in the business. That's why we are calculating. Fixed cost means the cost that is incurred for all the fixed resources, right? These things I think you will be studying, you was studied already in the starting. If not, I will be explaining in later if possible. I think the time was up. So you find out this thing, no? So make a graph for this one, right? So the time is up. I think you have a class after 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm winding up with this approach. If possible, please make draw a graph for this one, like that we have done for the earlier thing. It's better to, we can, if possible, we can meet. Otherwise, the thing will be continued by sir. So you have to remind to sir where I stop, right? You can start with this total cost, total revenue graph, right? So this is the next lectures, right? But I'm saying, have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. The
Yes,
time
ma'am.
limitation,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
winding up. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.